Okay, tonight I'm going to actually be making a recipe that I haven't tried yet. I've tried a form of this recipe, but I'm going to change it a little bit, and I'm going to try to make orange chicken that I've combined from two different recipes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 pound of boneless chicken breasts in the Instapot. You can leave them whole, but I would rather dice my chicken while it's cold than to do it after it's cooked. So I cut mine first. You're going to put that in with a cup of water. You have to have liquid in every Instapot recipe or it doesn't work because it cooks by pressure and steam. So I'm going to put that in the pot on the lid, and then I'm going to press pressure cook, and I'm going to do that for 8 minutes, and that's it for the chicken. And while that's cooking, I'm going to go prepare some white rice. Also, don't forget to seal the vent before you start cooking. In case you don't make white rice very often, this is just regular long grain rice. You put 2 cups of water in a pot, 1 cup of rice. You're going to bring that to a boil, and then you're going to put the lid on when it comes to a boil, reduce the temperature to simmer, and simmer that for 15 minutes with the lid on. Don't lift it up, don't check it, and I'll give that a quick stir before I put the lid on. All right, the chicken cooked for 8 minutes, and when it was done, I did nothing. I let it sit there for a little bit, and as you can see, it counted up to 5 minutes that it's been sitting there, allowing the pressure to naturally release. So it started on 0 and it counted up to 5. And now that it's on 5 minutes, I'm going to manually release the rest of the pressure by pulling that toward me. And when you do that, this silver circle is going to fall down, and you will know that the pressure has been released and you can open up your lid. That's the difference between a manual pressure release and a natural pressure release. You'll read about that a lot in articles. And so while this was cooking, I worked on my rice. It's still got 4 minutes left, so that looks like it's going to be perfect. The little silver thing fell down, so I can open my lid now. Chicken's done. It's in water, so I'm going to dump out the water and set the chicken aside, and then we're going to make the sauce. Chicken is done, rice is cooking, and we're going to make the sauce now. So I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to press the saute button, and we're going to, it doesn't really matter what that says because you'll stop it when you're done. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all the sauce ingredients. First, I have a teaspoon of oil. I don't like things real hot, so I'm going to add just a little bit of cayenne. I do like 2 shakes. You can certainly add more than that if you like it spicier. We have a half a teaspoon of ginger. We have a clove of garlic. If you don't use garlic often because you think you don't like it, you might like it if you use the fresh. This is the only kind I use is fresh. So I have a handy dandy garlic press there. I'll have to do that when I have 2 hands. I don't have a videographer today, so I will do that after I turn this off. The next ingredient is the sugar. We have 1/4 a cup of sugar and 1/4 a cup of brown sugar. Yeah, that's where our calories come from. Then we have 1/4 of a cup of orange juice. Then we have 1/4 of a cup of white vinegar. And we have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So we're going to stir all that together, and we're going to bring it to a boil. And I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. Alrighty, our sauce ingredients are boiling now. Our rice just beat, signaling that it was done. So I took off the lid, gave it a quick fluff with a fork, and it looks perfect. So I put the lid back on, turned off the heat, and it'll be fine to sit there for just a little bit. So what we're going to do is I mixed 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with 1 tablespoon of water. And I'm going to add that just a little bit at a time until my sauce is the proper thickness of how I want it. And I will stir that up and get that sauce exactly how I like it. And then I'm going to add the chicken back into this when the sauce is thick enough. Here's the final product, and it tastes yummy. It was a good choice. I like the sauce on this chicken. My normal orange chicken is a battered and deep fried chicken with this sauce on it, and it's like a zillion calories. So this is just a way I was trying to make this a little healthier and use my Instapot at the same time. So it was a great choice, and I'll post the recipe for you. Thanks.